Hello everybody, welcome back to another day in this Minecraft world. I did a little bit of work here in the nether since the last video. I went ahead and I made some ice roads. I didn't make a video on this because it really all it is just a bunch of mindless mining and placing of blocks. So all it really is I cleared out a 3 by 3 tunnel all the way down, a straight line of packed ice from the ice farm, and then all along the edges are glass panes. So that way we have one, and then we have a half a block on either side. If we left these blocks here, then our boat would actually be dragging on them, and we wouldn't be going very fast at all, so you clear them out. And once you clear them out, it's pretty hard to stay straight here, so you're going to keep, flopping off the edge here, and you're going to end up going slow. So you put glass panes here, and that takes up just a little bit more than half a block, so that way you stay on the ice and you slide right along the glass as you go. It's nothing original, it's been done a million times before, but this is basically how it works, and then you just kind of zip along. Now you can't use regular ice. Regular ice will melt in the nether, so you have to use at least packed ice. Blue ice, I believe, is the fastest, however that's like super duper expensive, and I had already spent way more time than I wanted to AFKing for regular ice to turn it into all of this packed ice. So if we come along here, right over here, that is to our mesa base, which is really awesome. I want to show you something else that's over there that I found. And then down this way is, of course, our demolition area for finding ancient debris, as well as the ice farm. You want to make sure that you light up your tunnels, so that way you don't have a bunch of mobs spawning. You'll probably have the zombified piglins spawning in here every once in a while, which they shouldn't really be that much of a problem. If you really want to, you can put buttons on your ice, so that way nothing spawns. But that was a little bit much and unnecessary, so I didn't do that. Let me show you something funny over here at the Mesa biome, the Ultra Mega Super Spawner. So while I was building the drowned farm, I did make a couple of trips over here to mend up my tools. As you can see, my pickaxe is ready for some more mending, and this dude showed up. I didn't really pay him no mind. I already have a good amount of leashes from these guys, so I just let him wander around, and eventually, I was like, you know what, let me check him out. So I took a look at him, and look, Nautilus shells, 5 emeralds. We have lots of emeralds, lots of rotten flesh to trade for more emeralds, so we have an unlimited supply of Nautilus shells. I thought that was a little bit ironic since I was building the drowned farm specifically for Nautilus shells. So I trapped him in a little fence thing here. I can go ahead and build more fences when I'm ready, when I want to move him, and I name tagged him. I named him Ray, so that way he theoretically should not despawn, and we can get Nautilus shells whenever we need them. What we are going to be doing today is we're going to be working in the nether again. I honestly think that the next few videos may be more concentrated in the nether because I really want to get ready, and I want to get to the end so that way I can go ahead and beat the dragon. Like I said, it's something I've never done, and I really want to work towards it. So we're going to be doing a bunch of work in here, getting ready for that. I need to find one of those abandoned fortresses, so that way we can get some blaze rods, so we can load up brewing stations, so we can make our potions that we need to go in and get that. We don't have any night vision potions. It would be really nice to see a little better at night, underwater, and then, here in the nether and stuff like that. So what we're doing in this video is I've wanted to get up onto the roof. I thought that would be pretty cool if we could get up there and we could actually make our nether hub up on the roof, so our transportation systems can be even faster. We could probably make diagonal roads a lot easier, so we can move around a lot faster and we can go a lot further. So what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going to try and break our way through the bedrock and get onto the roof of the nether. I don't know where this method came from. There's a whole bunch of tutorials on YouTube on how to do this. I'm just following along with one. You are going to need to dig up all the way to your bedrock, and you're going to need to find a specific number. If you hit F3, right side of the screen you can see targeted block 1, 24, 16, 125, 16. What we are looking for is the middle number needs 127. There are 5 blocks of bedrock total, and 127 is the topmost one, so we don't want to have to break through 5 layers of this. So if you find 127, we only have to break through 1. So things that you need to bring with you. Firstly, ender pearls. This is how we're actually going to get onto the roof. Make sure you bring plenty of them. We also need some obsidian, enough to build another portal, and of course flint and steel to light it. This is what we need to get onto the roof, and this is what we need to get back off of it, just in case we run out of our supplies breaking the bedrock. To break the bedrock, you need a piece of obsidian, a TNT, trapdoor, 2 pistons, and a redstone block. Now, before you go and do anything, you want to make sure to write down the coordinates of this block. -1, 127, 17. The 127 part doesn't really matter, but the -1 and the 17 definitely matter. Because when you get up here, you're going to need to know where this block is, because this is the one we're going to be breaking. So, go ahead and climb your ladder, hit shift, so you just kind of like float. And then you want to aim just above your ladder, so you're aiming at the very corner of this block. Now when you throw your ender pearl, you're most likely going to end up inside the block. Just keep pushing up, and if you don't pop out, throw another pearl, keep pushing up, and you'll eventually pop out. So, here we go. There we go. Now if you see there's a portal over there, that's because I tried this already and I screwed up. I did not write down the location of that block. So I ended up over there, I threw down a portal, and just from here to there, I ended up way out in the desert in the overworld. So we want to hit F3 again, and we're going to want to try and find that block. So it was -1, 17. So it's -1, 18. So this one right here, this is the one that we're going to want to break. I marked it with a torch, so that way we know which one it is. Next thing we want to do is we're going to start grabbing our supplies. We're going to take an obsidian, drop it right next to that block. Then on this block, we need a piston facing up. Over here, redstone block to bring that up. And we need some temporary blocks, and I forgot to bring some dirt, so we're going to use dark oak slabs. Put 2 there. We're going to take our trapdoor. We're going to drop that right there on this block here, flip that up. So when we go in here and we flip this again, it's going to drop us down. Now what we need to do is we need to drop a TNT right here, and then we need to start spamming this corner of the obsidian. When we drop the TNT here, this redstone here is going to activate it. So that's why we put these temporary blocks. You know, there's one here we can actually put the TNT onto. So we're going to do that. We're going to drop the TNT there. And we're going to switch to our pistons, and we're going to continuously keep spamming this corner with it. So just keep right click, right click, right click, until it goes off. And hopefully what we're trying to do is we're trying to put this piston in a place that it's not really supposed to go to at a very particular time when the TNT explodes. So it's going to push down and it's going to break that block. So, fingers crossed. And it did not work. So, try again. TNT, and keep spamming. Did not work. And that's what it should look like, folks. If you get it right, this piston will be facing up. That took me, it was like 4 or 5 tries. Actually not bad. So if we clear this out, we now have a direct path to the nether roof. That is so cool. So that actually means that this video is going to be particularly small. So we gotta do something in here. We gotta do something else for this video. So I don't think that I'm going to move my nether portal up here and make this like a permanent base up here just yet. I'm going to hold off on that for the moment, for the time being, until I figure out exactly what I want to do. I know I want to try building one of those gigantic gold farms up there that I've seen other people do. You know, they get like bajillions of gold, and there's also like an automatic trading farm kind of sort of thing. Not that we need a whole crap ton of gold, but I just thought I think that would be it'd be a pretty cool thing to do. There we go, get a little marker here. That way if we wander off, you know, we can make our way back pretty quickly. But this is kind of neat. This just looks like it goes on forever. I wonder what happened if we built straight up. So that's cool. Now we were on the nether roof, and it actually was really easy. Didn't take on hardly anything at all. And it was at this point in the video that I decided that I was going to continue along and build a second project in this video as well. However, while editing, I am now realizing that that second part took actually a little bit longer than expected, so I'm going to cut that into a completely separate video. So the next video coming up is going to be building an automatic sugarcane farm. So I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something. I certainly did. Getting on top of the nether was a very fun project to do. So until the next time, Den out.